All right, recapping our top story of the day. Josh Gordon tweeted earlier this morning that he is stepping away from football to work on his mental health. And Adam Schefter is reporting he's facing his 5th suspension. Gordon had 3 touchdown catches and over 700 receiving yards in 11 games for New England this season. The Patriots are currently 9-5, but they've lost 2 in a row to fall to the 3 seed in the AFC. So, Shannon, how will Gordon's absence affect New England?
Skip, he was really the only guy they had that could take the top off the coverage. He was 4th in catches. You know, he was number 1 in receiving yards, 720, and he's tied for 3rd in touchdowns. And when you look at it, Cordell Patterson, Skip, he's not a receiver. Yeah, you try to get him jailbreak screens. You try to get the ball in his hand because he's good. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he's good. But he's really not a route runner. He's not technically sound. And so I don't really know how he slides into the Josh Gordon role. Chris Hogan had the 1 big catch. Outside of that, Skip, that was the first time I'd heard his name mentioned in like 5 or 6 weeks.
That is correct.
So with losing Josh Gordon, Tom Brady has not had the typical Tom Brady-esque type season. His numbers have been off. So the question is, and now that they're trying to establish a run game, trying to find a consistent run game, because soon as you think they found that, Sonny Michel got hurt, and so they're back to square one again. So the question is, okay, now that Josh Gordon has been removed, what do you do? Dorsett, he had a catch here or there, nothing to write home about. Hogan had the big catch on Sunday. After that, nothing to write home about. And nothing before that leading up to that. Cordell Patterson, So, Skip, I'm a little concerned for the simple fact I haven't seen Brady be Brady for an extended period of time in a long time, and then the weapons that he have. Really, Gronk is not the Gronk, Skip, that we used to seeing. Edelman has a case of the drops. He's not fully recovered, so it's going to probably be next year before he's 100% certain of that knee. So I'm a little concerned, Skip. Probably more so than you, but I am concerned.
I am extremely concerned. The Patriots are in trouble. Tom Brady might be in even more trouble because he has no receiver who can separate now. Edelman is starting to show some age. Chris Hogan is definitely showing age. Gronk is a shell of himself. Dorsett never quite fit in.
Right.
A catch here, a catch there. Tom never quite trusted him. Cordell is more of a kick returner / running. He was better as a running back.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's left? I don't know. So right now, New England has one hope and one huge hope. They have to root hard for the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Houston Texans.
Yes.
Because if Philly could win that, the one thing that New England has going is it gets Buffalo and the Jets at home to finish it out. So if the Texans lost to the Eagles and the Patriots could win out, they go back up to being the 2 seed.
Correct.
So they would get the bye, and then they would have one home game.
At least.
Well, at least, but probably one, predictably just one, then have to go on the road for the AFC Championship game, right?
Correct.
Well, at least you'd have a shot. Whatever you have left, you could say, okay, we got one shot on the road. Would I love it? I wouldn't love it. Who knows where it would be? Is it going to be at the Chargers? Is it going to be at Kansas City? Wherever it might be. But the point is that they're not nearly as good as they were a year ago because the defense, I got to tell you, I'm going to be nice. It's below average. Is that fair? It's just below average. Okay, so it's tied for 13th now in points allowed. And in back-to-back weeks, at Miami, it gave up 189 yards rushing, and then at Pittsburgh, 158 yards rushing. You can't win playoff games that way.
No.
Okay?
No.
So, and they're at the bottom of the heap. I think they're 29th in third downs allowed. So they can't get you off the field. I don't know.
And what, Skip, also, Josh Gordon was really the only guy that can make tough, contested catches. He was going, because remember in the Kansas City game when Tom just threw it up and he jumped over 2 guys and caught the ball. So he was the guy that Tom felt that, okay, I'm going to put this up and he can go make a tough contested play for me. Other than that, Edelman's on the smallish side. Gronk, his legs, his body is starting to betray him. And Hogan has really never been that guy. Hogan is a guy that you got to scheme to get him open. He's not going to get open. Philip Dorsett, Skip, he's never lived up or fulfilled the potential of him being drafted in the first round.
He's a first rounder.
First round.
And Indy willingly gave him up for Jacoby Brissett.
Correct.
Right?
And so I think it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt Tom some because, like I said, he was the guy that can make those tough catches. He was the guy that could take the only guy that could take the top off the coverage. Even though he wasn't what he was, he still was better at taking the top off the coverage, better than anything that they have currently. So it's going to be very interesting. In order for them to get to, you know what? If they were to get to the Super Bowl this year, this might be Tom Brady's crowning achievement.
Oh God, would it be?
This will be Tom Brady's crowning achievement.
It'd be like LeBron getting these Lakers to the NBA Finals.
No, Cavaliers.
Huh?
Got the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers?
Yeah, you got the Cavaliers last year.
Oh, that was it?
Oh, LeBron. Oh, LeBron, Mike. Oh,
that was the least.
But hold on, Skip. Don't do that. LeBron is not having an off year.
No.
You know your guy's had an off year, Skip. I know you love him, but you know he's had an off year. He hasn't been Tom.
I thought he played his best game of the year at Miami, and the Miami Miracle canceled it out. I thought he threw the ball great at Miami.
Think about it. So when is the last time you ever said Tom Brady threw the ball great in a particular game? Not Tom Brady's been great.
You've been saying that he's on the downside, and I said, well, that game wasn't on the downside, and that's at your house of horrors. What did he throw, 369
But here's the thing, though. Now, Jenny recall is not like mine. Jenny read yesterday, over his last 7 games, Tom Brady's thrown 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Trubisky's thrown more. Eli's thrown more. I don't want to go. Come on, Skip.
Well,
that's Tom Brady now.
Sometimes touchdowns don't really matter. I mean, you can just go up and down. Maybe your running back score for you.
No, you told me that. This is what you told me, Skip. I pay close attention. I mean, you don't think I pay you any attention, but I really do. You say, Shannon, when you judge and when you give grades to GOATs, you got to hold them to the highest standard. You can't grade GOATs on a curve. So I'm not grading Tom Brady on a curve.
Well, all of a sudden, the Patriots are going to turn into the Cowboys and that's pre-Amari, because remember, all they got now is Sony Michel and Burkhead running the ball. And after a while, defense are going to say, we're going to take that away because you don't have anybody who can threaten us
down the field. I'm sitting on everything. I'm sitting on everything because I know, first of all, Julian Edelman, they don't send him on goal route very often. Basically, everything is in between the numbers and the option routes. Gronk's not beating me down the field. Hogan, no. So
unless you trick them with some...
Yeah. If you throw the halfback...
We're going back to the NBA, guys. Does Russell Westbrook need to stop trolling on the court? I'm going to show you his latest victim.